Buonasera paisani! Welcome to another episode of Big Mamas Gather live tonight on Facebook. Yes, this is episode 43 and I like to change it up a little. And so I decided to go live on Facebook, mostly because a lot of my followers, a lot of my friends on Facebook do not have Instagram or don't want to wait till I post it on YouTube in order to watch what went on my episode. So for tonight, I decided to go a different path and try something new and come on Facebook so that, I give everybody a chance to witness and be part of my live audience with my weekly live feeds. So tonight, it's going to be an open forum. In the past, on Instagram, I've had guests come on and talk about either their business, their careers, whatever was on their minds. I have a recurring guest. Her name is Nicole, who has a lot of topics. She's in New Jersey, and she's also a teacher for special needs students. And so she spoke about a lot of topics of raising awareness and how the students are dealing with what's going on right now. Hi, Mary. Mary Karuba is very excited that I'm doing the live on Facebook because she doesn't have Instagram. So there you go, Mary. You get to see what I do on my lives on Instagram, and you don't have to wait for me to post it. So yes, I had a lot of small businesses. I had Nonna's Delights. She makes a lot of Nutella cookies passed down from her Nonna's recipe that she does, and she does it with her grandparents. So it gives her a chance to bond with her grandparents, spend time with them, and they have a lot of fun making these cookies, and she puts her heart and soul in it. I also had Uncle Joey's Catering. He does the bomboloni, he does i cartocci, he does the cannolis, and he also does catering for meals for small groups. So hi Tony, hi Rosa. So I had him come on. I also had Charles Vaccaro. He goes by the name Charles V Rocks, who is a musician. And he's making his way up to stardom, and he came on to talk about his experience on all the music platforms, and he's doing very well. O gabagolo, no gabagolo tonight. Tonight I have brochettes. Tony's asking me. I also had Tony Riccio, who's a comedian and who opened up the door to stand-up comedy for me last year. It's gonna be almost 2 years. So hi Jackie. Prosciutto or cacciatore sausage? Oh, prosciutto sempre meglio. Tony, stop talking about food, I'm getting hungry. So I also had, who else did I have? I had so many people. I had quite a bit of people. I had Your Cause Creations. These are two friends that got together and opened up their own small business, and they create all kinds of beautiful things. They have the memorial rose frame where it's a 3D frame where they put a little message or a happy birthday. And so they got together and they make all kinds of little bells and useful things. Like they made the chain for the masks. They make bracelets. You name it, they do it. They do t-shirts. And the best part about Your Cause Creation is that they donate part of their profits to any cause that whoever's purchasing prefers. So you have the choice. So not only are they helping the community, but they're also giving back to the community. So that's very nice. Who else did I have? Oh my God, I had so many people. I can't even remember them all. I think I had Sweets Montreal. I don't remember if I had them, but I had so many people. I even had Sonia Alari, who does a lot of like holistic healing, holistic massages. She does facials. She's an esthetician, and she believes in non-opioid treatments. So she had a lot of information, and she gave me a lot of treatments, and they feel amazing. And she even has an infrared light bed where you lay down, and it helps with the collagen, it helps with your muscles, it helps with pain. So it's an alternative medicine rather than taking opioids. Who else did I have? I had so many people, but the reason why I started all this, because if all of you that are watching don't know how this started and why I do lives every week, on Instagram, is because due to the pandemic, unfortunately, we have to social distance. We can't see each other. Oh my God, Tony, cannoli, millefeuille, or cheesecake? Can I choose 2 out of the 3? I like the cannoli and I love cheesecake. So yeah, I have a sweet tooth. So the reason why, going back to my story, the reason why I started this was, in fact, we were social distancing. We can't see our loved ones. We don't know what's happening. And we were restricted in our movements as well. So we couldn't go to restaurants because they were closed. We couldn't go to bars. We couldn't go to cafes. So, hi, Carmi. So I decided to bring everyone together virtually through a live feed and not only inform and entertain, but also expose all these small businesses that are struggling so much due to what's happening. Yes, Mary, I'm fed up too. So all these small businesses are struggling. They have to work out of their homes. They can't do, they can't bring it to any place for a feast. So now they do smaller venues in the sense of a family of 4, a family of 2, or, so to help them keep going and keep them, able to survive, I decided to do this live feed on Instagram in order to promote the small businesses so that locals have more of a variety of choice rather than Uber Eat, these big chains that are already making money, rather than also ordering online like on Amazon or on Wish. Well, Wish takes a million years to get it, but rather than order online, how about you order from a local business and it will help support them and you encourage them to survive during what's going on. I mean, everybody's feeling it. So this is why I started it. And at the beginning I was calling it Together Apart or Apart Together. I don't know how to word it. So, but now it's just Big Mamas Gather, because what I try to do is gather everyone so that we're all in sync and we're all speaking about certain things, certain topics, certain issues, as well as, allow people to use my video or my live as an outlet to just block out what's going on and detach from, your thoughts, your, whatever you're going through. You don't feel alone when you hear someone talking about it. And what I stress a lot about is mental health. Because during this past almost 2 years, we're going on 2 years now, I think people being alone and isolated, especially those living alone, are suffering from mental health. And the suicide numbers are just skyrocketing. And this is where I want to bring awareness. I want to show people and tell them, listen, you're not alone. You are cared for, you are valued. Most of all, you are valued. And there's always someone out there that's willing to hear your story rather than come to your funeral. And that's what I repeat often. I'd rather hear your story than go to your funeral, because you're worth the time to be listened to. And sometimes you don't even need to talk to anyone. You just need someone just to be there. The fact that you know that person is there, you will be comforted. Because it's all psychological. So this is why I started all this. So I'm a little bit everywhere. I did local businesses. I did mental health. I did mental health when it concerns, special needs children. I also did, I don't know if any of you watched it on YouTube, but last week I was on, was it last week or the week before? I was on a protest, a peaceful, very positive kind of protest against the curfew. Because I don't know if you all know, but most of you watching are from Montreal. We have an 8 o'clock curfew, which was before, initially it was 8 o'clock, then it became 9:30, and then it was brought back to 8 o'clock. So I find it ridiculous, because it's not the curfew that's going to stop the cases, because it doesn't come out at night. I mean, you can get it in the daytime, you can get it at the store, you can get it at work, you can get it at school. So this is where I was supporting the protesters, but I also wanted to document, because on the previous Sunday, there was a protest at the old port here in Montreal, and it was a stench. There was a small group of people that gave Montrealers a bad reputation, a bad name, because they started breaking the businesses downtown. They started rioting. They put a fire in the middle of the plaza of where the old port is. So I just wanted to show the flip side of the coin, the other side of the coin, where we can protest because it is our right, but we can do it peacefully. And the police was aware of the protest that I witnessed, that I documented, and they were there to supervise, but they didn't have to intervene. They didn't do anything. They were just there. And it was actually, I got a good vibe out of it. And this was all put together by Priscilla Yaniti. You can follow her if you have Instagram, Silaniti, or on Facebook as well, Priscilla Yaniti. She is a very dedicated activist. She puts the truth out there, and then it's up to you to take it or leave it and interpret it the way you want. So, I mean, I commend her for her strength, and I commend her for doing what she's doing. And this is why I went, because I wanted to support her, because a lot of things that she posts, I'm in agreement with. So, this is why I do the lives. Yes, Priscilla Niti. Yes, that's right. Rocco, I guess you know her. Priscilla Niti. She's an amazing young woman. She's such a sweetheart, and she has a positive vibe to her. Like, I mean, it's the first time I saw her, and she's just an amazing, amazing young lady. I'm reading all your comments here. Let me just scroll up here. Oh boy. Okay, hold on. Hi, Lisa. Okay, Mary Karuba says mental health is the worst thing you can go through. Yes, I know that firsthand. Phyllis, so many people need help. Absolutely. Tony, there should be a hotline to phone for those suffering or who need help support. Am I right? Yes, Tony. Actually, there is a hotline, but a lot of people are reluctant to call because they feel judged. But I encourage them to reach out to anyone, just so they can get help, just so they could be heard. So yes, absolutely, the hotlines are there for that, and they are confidential. Mary commented, curfew is ridiculous. Yes, it is. Oh boy, is it ever. Tena Del Fabro, true, but people do not comply. Those that comply with safety measures are punished by those who do not. Absolutely right. Lisa, no matter what, people aren't listening. No, they're not. Mary, they don't need to destroy businesses. It's already hard for them with this virus. Yeah, I agree. You are 100% correct, because if they want to lift the curfew and get back their freedom, where are they going to go if the business has a broken window? They can't go in. It's, shut down. So you're not helping these people. I mean, you're protesting for them to open their business, but then you're destroying it. So they have to close it down. So there's no point to it. These guys just wanted attention. They wanted to create chaos. And that's exactly what they did. Tena Del Fabro, as far as protesting is concerned, it's not acceptable to destroy and damage private or personal property. Not at all. Okay, Rocco is correcting me. Her name is Priscilla Niti, not Yaniti. So it's Priscilla Niti, Nitti. If you guys want to follow her, you're going to see all her material. Jack, and you too. Yes, of course. Yes, Jack, thank you. There are several resources available to us. Yes, but you see, the thing is that Tena Del Fabro, yes, the resources are there, but a lot of people, when they're suffering from mental health or anxiety, are reluctant to call. I can speak from experience. I was, yes, for mental health, I got you, Tena. I suffer from mental health, and I still say I suffer from it because I recovered, yes, but there's always ups and downs, and every day is a struggle to stay happy and stay above, above the sinking level. So I never called the hotline. I never did, until I reached a point where I hit rock bottom and I had no choice but to see a therapist. And that's what helped me. 2 years of therapy helped me get out of, the hole I was in. So yeah, the numbers are there, but we have to encourage them to use those numbers. Jack, the businesses that was destroyed, that were paid these people, because if you protest peacefully, there shouldn't be any vandalism. I agree with you, Jack. There shouldn't be vandalism. It has to be peaceful. It has to be, in harmony, because you're all there for everything. To change. You're there for everyone. So if you're there protesting for the curfew, you're doing it for the businesses too. So why are you going to go destroy them? It's just not logical. What else? Tena, the key is to know that you are not alone. There's no shame. Absolutely. Oh my God, I couldn't say it better, and I couldn't stress it more. Tony says, I agree most would not call the hotline, but it should still be available. Yes, the hotlines are available. They're 24-hour hotlines. They're confidential. They're private. And you get to speak to someone who is just there to listen, not judge, but listen, and possibly give you suggestions how to help yourself and how to allow yourself to get out of, the darkness that you're in. Just reach out to your family and friends and vice versa. Tena Del Fabro, I'm going to say something about that. When you're going through mental health issues, the way people are reluctant, coping skills, yes, the way you're reluctant to reach out to a hotline who's a stranger, I think it's even more difficult to reach out to a family member or a friend, depending on what level of friendship you have. The reason being, when it comes to family and certain friends, you have this fear that you're going to be judged or you're going to be called crazy, especially with the, the older generation. If you have mental health issues, si pazza. But that's not the case. I mean, we're in 2021. It's not the case. So yes, you can reach out to a friend or family member, but again, you have to know who to reach out to in order to get the help that you need and the support that you need, the understanding, the compassion. In some instances, absolutely. Mary says, I went through depression. Someone helped me to see someone. We don't understand it that moment, why we feel this way or we need help. It's so bad. Yes, it is. And I've been there. I've been there, Mary. And let me tell you, it's not a fun place to be. Jack says, vandalism, forget it. But the violence between boyfriend and girlfriend or husband and wife, it will rise up this year. Oh, that's another topic. Domestic violence. We are restricted in our movements. We are under curfew. Can you imagine the couples, man or woman, because there's men that get beaten by their wives too. Don't get me wrong. Yes, women get physically abused or verbally abused, but you know what? It happens to men too. Maybe not as much as the women, but it happens to men too. So men and women right now, the past year and a half, have been going through this, and they're stuck in that house with that person that is abusing them. So it's even worse for them, because even if they didn't have a mental issue, they just got one, because now they have no escape from the harasser, their abuser. So all this put together, there is so much going on, and I don't think the government realizes the severity of it. I don't think he realizes how much help is needed to lift the curfew. I mean, I'm okay with wearing masks. I'm 100% for washing your hands and keeping your distance, but the curfew's got to go, because these people need an exit. They need to get out. And if they're afraid to leave the house because they're going to get a $1,000 ticket, they're stuck there. And then what happens? The abuser over abuses, and what? There's a murder, and then what? They're entitled to a trial. So it's a dark loophole that's just spiraling out of control. There's so many comments. Oh my God, I'm enjoying this so much. Children also. Oh, absolutely. There's even more children that are not speaking out, because to them it's their normality. It's what they're exposed to. It's how they're growing up, and to them it's normal to get beaten. I mean, the way we thought it was normal to get spanked or get the belt, they think it's normal to be abused, whether it be sexual, verbal, physical. These kids think it's normal. Jack is saying, yes, they realize it is all over the news. It's because they have other issues, and this is not important until it goes out of proportion. Yes, I know that, Jack. Jackie Feingold, hi there. My son was abused for 5 years before reality he had battered wife syndrome. There you go. There's an example. Jackie Feingold's son was a battered husband, or boyfriend. So there you go. Men get beat up just as much as women. Don't fool yourself. Don't think that it's only for women. How long will the curfew go on for? Tony, good question. I have no idea, but I hope it'll be short-lived, because everybody's losing it. I mean, there's murders, there's murder-suicides, there's violence. Look what happened. They had a protest and they went bananas. Now they're saying that the curfew might be lifted on the 24th of June, because by then anyone who is willing to take the vaccine will be given a vaccine. So he thinks that this vaccine is going to cure everything and we'll go back to normal. I really don't believe it, but we'll see. Franca Morello, what's your topic? My topic tonight is a bit everywhere because I'm explaining why I started all this, why I do lives. And so we're getting into a little bit of everywhere. It's a big salad tonight. Tena Del Fabro, and on the other hand, there are some that thrive in this environment. Well, yeah, of course. There's always people that thrive with other people's misery. Mary, curfew should be put in for 10 p.m. for now. Yeah, that would be a little bit more reasonable. It'll give people time to, get home and unwind and not have to rush home, because putting a curfew at 8 o'clock, people are racing home. And that is careless driving. It's unsafe. It causes accidents. For what? Because you have to rush home because it's 8 o'clock? I mean, come on, let's be realistic. Tony, let's talk about the freedoms that have been removed from us. Well, yeah, a lot of freedoms have been removed. Freedom of speech, freedom of choice, freedom of everything. They're talking about a vaccine passport. They're talking about all kinds of stuff. No one is really complaining something is wrong here. Yeah, I know. Tena says, I got my first vaccine. Well, good for you. Listen, I don't discourage the vaccine. And, I tip my hat to everyone who has taken it. I'm just not confident with it right now, so I'm going to wait a little. Jack Moulet says, why do you think they want everyone to be vaccinated, to be the idiots? Because the idiot wants to open seizure, but it's on 24th of June, so I guess it will ease up the curfew. Probably. Eileen Di Gregorio, I'm sorry. Leah, the government does not see the severity of abuse and mental health issues. There is money for these two issues, but it is badly distributed. Yes, it is. Meaning distributed in the wrong places. Yes, agree with you 100%. Well, thank you. At least I'm not the only one that thinks this way. Phyllis Morello, great work. Thank you. Tony, I strongly believe we are becoming police state. Our freedoms are being removed. We can be ticketed for leaving our house, over $1,000. Yeah, I know that. What's going on here? I don't know. There's a lot going on that we don't know about. Jack is asking, why are they telling us that whoever took the first vaccine doesn't have to match with the second one? Are they for real? I really don't know. There's so much question marks. There's so much doubt in what they're saying. Tena says there are countries that require vaccines for travel. This should not be an issue. We have had many vaccines that eradicate measles, polio, tuberculosis, to name a... Yes, okay. Now I want to switch the topic again. Tena, yes, to answer you, you're right. We vaccinate our children. At 3 months, the vaccines start. 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, 18 months, 2 years old, and so on. Yes, I'm 100% for that. But these vaccines have gone through all the process. These vaccines have gone through all the testing steps, step by step. And it didn't take a year to make these vaccines. It took many years to create the vaccine and get the right dosage and get the right mixture, if you want to call it that way. With this vaccine right now, it hasn't gone through the right steps. It was pushed. It's been speeded up. It was rushed. They don't know why the AstraZeneca causes blood clots. Oh, it causes it in the older people. No, it causes it in the younger people. You need 2 doses. No, you might need the 3rd booster. They don't know where they're going with this. We're pretty much lab rats right now, because we don't know in 5 years the effects of this vaccine. They're saying that it's going to help. But why then, by taking the vaccine, you still have to wear a mask, you still have to social distance, you still have to wash your hands. If you are vaccinated, you are supposed to be protected. You shouldn't be doing the same thing you're doing before you got it, right? So these are little doubts that I have in my mind, as in regards to the vaccine. Let me see. Tony, before we end this, Leah, be sure to mention that Frank Cavallaro will be running for the next federal election in TMR. Okay, well, there you go. I just said it. Frank Cavallaro, he's going to be, he wants to be mayor of TMR. So there you go. He was our weatherman. I was also hesitant to get vaccinated. Yeah, I believe you, Tena. A lot of people that got vaccinated that I know are suffering more with the vaccine than they were without it. With the chance of getting, obviously, the virus. Marlena Rinella. Oh my God, if Trump had told us in January, we might not have 450K deaths. Yeah, possibly. Of course, I was in research for 30 years. Okay, Tena, that's right. Another one, Tena says the birth control pill causes more blood clots in women. Yes, that's right, especially women over 35 that smoke. Nicole, there's Nicole, my regular guest. Okay, Nicole, I'm going to invite you on. You have your vaccine. Okay, hold on. Nina Tedesco says Toronto here. We have been on lockdown since November. We are now on stay-at-home order. Il governo hanno rotto le scarpe. Let's put it that way. You want to talk? Okay, I'm going to put Nicole on. They need to shut the airports or we'll never get rid of this. Yes, you're right, Mary. Okay, so guys, keep putting your comments. Okay, Tony, I think Tony has to go. You're welcome, Tony. Thank you for being part of my live audience. I really appreciate it. Let's invite Nicole. Where is Nicole? Aspetta. Guys, please bear with me because it's the first time I'm doing a live on Instagram. So we're going to invite Nicole now. There we go. Okay, we're going to invite Nicole. We'll see what she has to say because she got the vaccine. She got both vaccines. So let's see. Okay, you're there. How do I invite you? This is the first time I sent you the invite. Oh, no, I sent you to... Oh, boy. No, sorry. I sent you the invite to watch. Aspetta. A lot of you will request to join you. Okay, here we go. Now, where is Nicole? There we go. It's working. Here we go. Approve. Hey, I'm a work in progress, guys. Thank you for bearing with me. Hi, Nicole, my regular guest. I really enjoy you coming on and participating and giving your opinion and speaking out and contributing to what everyone is thinking or what everyone wants to ask.
Okay.
So you got both vaccines, right?
I live in Bloomfield, New Jersey.
Okay.
And I received both vaccines in New York because I'm half New York and half New Jersey. So I was eligible in New York first before I was in New Jersey. Because New Jersey's rollout with the vaccine, first of all, is very slow. They just recently opened up our venue fully for 16 and over. New York is also 16 and over very recently. So not much faith are in vaccines right now due to what happened with Johnson & Johnson. But I'm fully vaccinated as of February 26th. No side effects, no problems after the second vaccine because they say that the second vaccine is the one that messes you up.
Which one did you get?
What I got Pfizer.
Okay, the Pfizer. Okay.
The Pfizer probably is the most effective, which is the one that they're heavily giving out down here in the tri-state area of the United States, which would be New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut.
Okay.
But also the 7-state alliance formed, which would be Pennsylvania, New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, Massachusetts, Vermont, and I think Maine. Okay. So there's a 7-state alliance that was signed by the 7 governors on the Northeast Corridor. That everybody does everything at the same time. And if somebody needs to do something, they have to call the other governors because they're a part of this alliance since COVID started. Okay. Now, like I said, I got vaccinated. I fully vaccinated as of February 26th. No side effects, which I'm very lucky. My entire family is almost fully vaccinated. My entire family, including my father, my mother, my 96-year-old grandmother, my mother-in-law, and my stepfather-in-law, and my stepbrother, and my stepfather-in-law, and my brother-in-law are all fully vaccinated. Wow. The other 3 yet have to be vaccinated, and my little stepbrother is on his way to being vaccinated. Okay. The only thing I had with the first one with Pfizer is pain and soreness in the arm. The first one that they give it to you right here, kind of in the meaty area, like where they would give you like a flu shot. The only side effect I had from that was soreness in the arm, that I couldn't raise my arm for like 3 days, like when you get your flu shot. That was the only side effect I had, and I was just a little extra tired. That's about it. Second one was okay. They gave it to you kind of in the meat between your shoulder blade and the mid forearm of your arm, because I think that's where it's a little bit more meatier than here, because you have more meat, have a tendency to have more meat here. So the only thing I had from the second vaccine is for a couple of days I was just really tired, and I had a headache. That's about it.
Okay, so you had very mild side effects.
Like a migraine. My fiance is fully vaccinated as of Monday. He took Pfizer. He works with elderly people, so it was advised for him to get the vaccine because he works with an older population. First shot for him was April 6th, I think, or April 5th. And he had the, like I said, the soreness in the arm, no side effects, no headache, no tiredness. I guess because he's a guy.
Yeah, for some reason it affects women very differently than men. I know a lot of women that, you know, couples, the men had no symptoms and the women had pain, they had soreness, they had joint pain, they had fever, tired, like they had all the symptoms, and the men had nothing.
He had just a soreness in the arm. He couldn't lift his arm for 3 days. So that's one of the things that he had. So he was kind of in pain. So what I did for him is I kind of just gave him ibuprofen.
But they say that ibuprofen is not good with the vaccine. They say to take Tylenol.
Not Tylenol.
Sorry?
Tylenol.
Oh, okay, because they say that it contradicts, like
you're not supposed to. Yeah, Tylenol.
Okay, perfect. Well, I'm happy that you guys are okay and that you know, it was a smooth sail through.
What's going on down here? The reason why the United States is doing so well, I mean, the only state that I know that's doing very bad right now, as far as I know, is Michigan.
Okay.
Michigan is having a huge problem corralling the virus.
Wow.
New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut just recently again went down because more and more people are taking the vaccine. So we're kind of turning the corner where we're gaining our herd immunity. And California, I know because I have friends in California. California has finally just now corralled the virus after, I think, December, January, February, March, April, 5 months. California was shut down again.
Yes. But Florida's doing good though, apparently, isn't it?
They're doing good. They finally opened. They finally corralled the virus.
And Texas as well.
Texas as well is doing well. Florida's doing well. 23 states here are without a mask mandate.
Wow.
And they're doing very well, believe it or not. And 24 states still have a mask mandate.
Okay, so it's like half and half. It's a 50-50 right now.
It's like half. And California, New York is at 50% capacity for indoor dining and venues. Wow. Of course, with a negative COVID vaccine and proof of vaccination. You're not, pretty much in New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut, you're not allowed anywhere, like at a venue, unless you have proof that you have a negative COVID test to go. Like, okay, for example, like, I don't know, you want to go to a Knicks game. Knicks game is now going to be 35% capacity. You have to buy your ticket. And before you buy that ticket, a couple of days before, you have to show a negative COVID test or proof of vaccination. You don't have the proof that you're either one vaccine or two vaccines or a negative COVID test. Guess what? You're not getting into that venue.
Okay. Well, they're controlling it so that the spread doesn't happen, because that's the fear, is the spread.
Exactly. So New Jersey right now is at 50% capacity until, like, that includes everything straight across the board. 50% capacity. Wow. Right now. That is until Memorial Day weekend, where we're trying to control it. And after Memorial Day weekend, we're going to see how we're doing. Then Governor Murphy, he doesn't want to open anything else too soon because he wants to wait for 4th of July weekend. Okay. And he wants to do 75% capacity for 4th of July weekend, to give the businesses a chance to breathe and people to go back to work.
Absolutely.
New Jersey is capped at 50, and New York City is capped at 50, and I think Nassau and Suffolk County in upstate New York, I believe, is 100% capacity.
Wow, that's amazing compared to here. Here, Toronto is shut down. Montreal's in curfew. Red.
We have New Jersey and New York have a curfew. And Connecticut. Our curfew is midnight.
Oh well, at least it's reasonable. Ours is 8 o'clock.
Ours is at midnight.
Well, I mean, it's more reasonable. Even 10 o'clock would be better.
Yeah, but everything is pretty much midnight.
Okay. Well, I want to thank you so much. You have anything else you want to add?
Listen, all I could give the advice to Canada is try to follow what the United States is doing. Get back. The only thing I can tell you guys, vaccine is safe. Get out there. Be part of the solution and not part of the problem. When you're part of the solution, when you get fully vaccinated, it's an amazing feeling knowing that you're contributing to herd immunity. It's a great feeling. I know a lot of people are very hesitant, but from a person whose entire family is almost vaccinated, you won't know what'll happen until you actually get out there and do it. It's better to be part of a solution than be a problem out there spreading this virus.
You're right. Yeah, it's a different way to look at it. Yeah, it's a positive way to look at it. Well, thank you very much.
And that's it. Like, people ask me, oh, you're fully vaccinated. I'm like, yeah, and? I'm like, I'm part of the solution. You're part of the problem. You're not getting vaccinated. You want your life back the way it was in 2019, then this is the answer.
Yeah.
And I tell you this, and I will leave you on this note. If people who think where this virus, you know what cracked the code for the virus and how we got a vaccine? It is cracked by a computer.
Yes.
A supercomputer in Texas cracked the code for COVID.
Wow.
And with a recent thing from the World Health Organization, ladies and gentlemen, your virus is not created by China. Your virus was let out of a lab.
Yeah, that's what they're saying now. Yeah, I've heard that already. You're not the first one to say it or to repeat it. Yes, it's true.
Let the truth speak.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Nicole. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Ciao.
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 Wow, that was very informative. And you know what? A little bit encouraging knowing that she didn't have a lot of complications with the vaccine and her whole family is vaccinated. So yes, she gives a lot of positive feedback and a lot of encouragement. So I'm very happy with that. Mary says Pfizer and Moderna are the best. Yes. Mel, hi Melissa. Melissa's all the way in Australia, but she's saying that in Australia the vaccine is not working. So I don't know what that's all about. I don't know which one they have available there. Tana says I had flu-like symptoms 4 hours after the vaccine. No sore arm, but tired. Yeah, a lot of people experience tiredness. Phyllis Morello says my daughter works for Pfizer, so I got the first vaccine, no problem. Wow, you were lucky. Tylenol before and after, and no symptoms the next day. That's fantastic. Herd immunity occurs when 75 to 85 are vaccinated. The vaccine here is not as good. That was Melissa. Yes. Eileen, I agree with what Tena's information. Okay, to take the Tylenol. I'm just scrolling through the messages that I missed. Tena says, Leah, this is a good thing you're doing. Well, look, I try my best. I just want people to be informed. I want them to make informed decisions, whatever it be, whether it be to take it or not take it. You know, I'm not here to judge, and I'm not here to tell people what to do or to force anything on them. It's just be aware that you're not the only one thinking whatever's going through your mind. Rose Saisa Piper says, had Pfizer and both my hubby and I had absolutely no ill effects. Louisiana doing okay. Come see us. I wish. You know what? I would love to come to Louisiana for Mardi Gras. Oh my God, I'd go bananas. Frank Cornelio. Ciao, ciao, ciao. Ciao, New York. Ciao, Franco. Barbara, has she been living under a rock? I don't know who she's talking about. Okay. Tana says, yes, I said that from the beginning. Australia is a bit different. Okay, I don't know why. Frank says, get the vaccine shot. It's the right thing to do. Okay. Be part of the solution, not the problem. Absolutely make an informative decision. This is why I do what I do. This is why I do my lives. And it's also a reason why I did it on Facebook, because I mean, I have almost 5,000 friends. I have over, I think I've reached 11,000 followers on Facebook. And I think it was time for me to raise awareness, speak up, because I've been doing the lives on Instagram since May of last year. I mean, listen, this is episode 43. So I decided to do it on Facebook because I want to include all the people that watch me in my conversation, in these topics, in this discussion. And as you can see, I'm always very happy to have people come on and speak to the viewers, to the live audience, because even if you're not getting to them right now, I repost it. So your message will be heard by whoever's willing to listen. Nicole says, this is why we need to make people aware. Absolutely, Nicole. And this is what I'm doing. Not only do I want to promote small business, I'm in Montreal, I promote Montreal small business, but wherever you may be, I'm sure you know small businesses in your neighborhood. Support them. Support them. Please. They need your help, our help, more than ever now. This is why also I speak about topics that maybe are taboo or that people are reluctant to speak about or to even, say what they're feeling out loud, with the fear that they might be the only ones thinking it, but it's not. We're all thinking it. We're all feeling it. I'm saddened when I hear of doctors having to choose who lives and who dies in ICU. The virus is not a joke. No, it's not. It is not a joke. And I know a lot of people that got it. Fortunately, many of them survived. Unfortunately, I have a family member that passed away. It was my aunt, my father's sister. She was 95, and she got the COVID, and unfortunately, she passed on. So yeah, I've been close to it. I've experienced it. Nicole says, I like speaking, and this is the only way I'm able to speak. Absolutely, Nicole, you're right, and I enjoy having you. Frank Conilio says, it's really bad in Sicily. Our town, Canicati, is bad. Had many family members, who had COVID in Sicily. Yes, I have family in Germany. They got it too over there. I have cousins in Germany that got the COVID. Fortunately, again, they were fortunate enough to pull through. Josephine Gonzalez, I don't feel comfortable with any of these COVID vaccines. So many people are getting more sick with the vaccine. Phyllis says, go there, get the vaccine, or this will never stop. Yes, well, listen, right now, my viewers have opposite opinions. Now, all this, guys, please, 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 please listen to my words. This is all, it's a discussion. We're all speaking our opinion. No one is right and no one is wrong, and we're not here to judge. I'm not here to judge at all. So I like to have these kind of discussions because I want everyone to speak their mind. And there's no wrong answer. There's no wrong opinion, because that's all it is. It's an opinion. It's what you think is right or what you believe is right. Nicole says she lost 6 family members to this virus. Yeah, I believe you. A lot of people have lost a lot of family members. This is why I choose to get vaccinated. Well, again, Nicole chose to get vaccinated. It's her right. It's her decision. And I'm happy that she's how can I say, she's fine, and that she's comfortable with it, and all the power to her. And I'm very happy that she went with her gut feeling, and she's happy with her decision. There's other people that are more reluctant. There's other people that are not so positive about it. Case 50, LBP must close. Yes, I know, Franca. I keep getting these emails where my daughter goes, Lester B. Pearson, 50 cases, and 3 of them were just today. Why are they keeping the school open? I mean, it's one day yes, one day no. So one day they go in, one day they're online. Just do it all online. I mean, half the time my daughter doesn't go to school because she's scared of the cases. And today, it was actually in her class that 2 students got called out because they came in contact with someone who tested positive for COVID. So my daughter is not going to school tomorrow. So she's just afraid. She doesn't want to be around people that might be carrying it. Knock on wood, we're still okay. Phyllis says, I got the COVID. Do not wish it on my worst enemy. No, I don't. 10 days today. Well, Franca, I hope you're feeling okay. I hope you're doing okay. Schools just went back in New Jersey after 14 months. Yes. But you see, Nicole, in New Jersey, your situation is different because the vaccination is getting done. There's less in Bloomfield, New Jersey. There's less cases. There's less hospitalizations. Jack says they want us to take the vaccine so we could start going on vacation as proof, but your plane tickets are skyrocketed now. No doubt the price, what? No, skyrocket. No, no doubt the price is so high. Yeah, it's not what it used to be. No, I know that. Mary says, nice what you did tonight to get us all together. Well, thank you, Mary. This is what I do. I'm a very social person. I'm a very people person. And I think I took it upon myself to speak about topics that are going through our minds. And let me tell you, when this all started last year, I didn't think, never in a million years, we would have been in the situation we are right now. I was actually on vacation. I was in Dominican Republic, and we flew back as soon as we heard that they were shutting everything down. So I really didn't think it was going to get this bad. And thinking back, I probably should not have taken that trip. But I just thought it was something like SARS or H1N1 that would have just passed and blown over. But I was very wrong. Yes, you're right. You're doing a good job to keep everybody calm and peaceful. I try, Jack. I try my best. I come with a peaceful and loving heart, and you know, I do this for my followers, for my friends, for my viewers. It doesn't matter who you are or where you are. If you're listening to me, then it means I'm making some kind of difference. This is why I post positive things. This is why I post humoristic things. I might not always get it, you know, the nail, you know, I never, how can I say it? I want to say the expression. I might not always hit the nail on the head, but most of the time I get it right. And there's a lot of people that like to see me make mistakes. They like to see me fail. But you know what? At the end of the day, I'm human. I make mistakes. Sometimes I'll post something and regret it and say, I shouldn't have, or I should have thought it over, or maybe it's controversial. But you know what? I tell myself, it's my page. I could do whatever I want. You don't like it, just keep scrolling. You don't want to follow me, don't. Listen, we all have a freedom of speech, freedom of action, and you know, we can do whatever we want. I don't have to please anybody, but I'm happy that I am pleasing somebody, at least a handful of people out there. So I'm doing something right. Josephine says, many people taking the vaccine here in Pennsylvania, but the cases with positive COVID is rising every day. So there you go. We don't know what to do. It's just very iffy. Like right now, I'm 46. I'm not afraid to say my age. I'm 40. Look at the white hair. I'm 46. 2 days ago, or was it yesterday? It was announced that anyone over the age of 45 who wants to get the vaccine will be able to get one, but it's only the AstraZeneca. I cannot take it. Even if I wanted to, I can't, because I had a blood clot previously because of my motorcycle accident. So I'm possibly more prone to getting a blood clot. So will I get the AstraZeneca? Possibly not. So I'm not getting it. I'm too afraid. I mean, I went through one pulmonary embolism, which is a blood clot in the lung. I don't want to go through that again. I had to go through blood thinners, you know, for 3 months to get rid of it, and hopefully, you know, not die from it. Okay, we have Rosa Agro that wants to come on. Let's see what Rosa has to say. Wow, it's almost 9, and this is going on and on. I love this. So let's see if Rosa wants to come on. Oh, she declined. She must have pressed the wrong button. That's okay. It happens often. Nicole says, I'm 39. I'm not ashamed. Well, there's nothing to be ashamed of. Nicole, listen, you want to take the vaccine. I'm happy for you. I honestly am. And I wouldn't be afraid to be near you because you are vaccinated. But I had posted something saying, if people that are vaccinated are not prone to getting the virus, why are they afraid of those who are not vaccinated? There's not enough research right now to even know what this vaccine is actually going to bring to the table. They're saying, yes, do it, but why do you have to advertise it so much? That's what puts doubt in my mind, is that there's so many commercials, get vaccinated, get vaccinated, get vaccinated, get vaccinated. Why are they pushing it so much? Why? I don't understand why. I mean, we have children, we know they have to get vaccinated. It's not advertised in the news, it's not advertised on the radio. But then after they say get vaccinated, they say, but continue wearing your mask, continue social distancing, continue not gathering, continue washing your hands. So why do we have to get the vaccine if I still have to do what I'm doing? Jack, why you think everybody has no choice to take the vaccine? So like this, that guy wants to open on seeing Jean-Baptiste. Yeah, well, Saint Jean-Baptiste is going to be quite something. Now here we have for those that are not in Quebec, Mary says, Leah, if you're taking an appointment with the pharmacy, you have a better chance not to get the AstraZeneca. That's what I did. Okay. All right. Here, the 24th of June is Saint John the Baptist Feast. It's a feast celebrated by all the Quebecers. Vive le Québec libre. It's, I don't know, it's a symbol of freedom for the Quebec people, for the French language and all that. It's very patriotic to the province itself. It's only celebrated in the province. And people go wild. In normal times, people go wild. Even back when pot wasn't legal in Quebec, they would be smoking pot in the parks and drinking all night and fireworks and, you know, you name it. It was a party au bout. Like, it was really party time. Now, think. They didn't do it last year, and they've been locked up for a year and a half. What do you think is going to happen? They are going to go bananas. I mean, honestly, that's going to be the one day I'll be happy to be home, because I don't even want to be on the streets. I'm so afraid that, you know, what could happen? A riot, another fire, another whatever. People are going to be drunk and stoned and all over the place. So, like, that scares me, because we're like caged animals. Once you open the cage, they go wild, because we're going to two extremes, from freedom to caged up, back to freedom. They don't even know what Saint Jean-Baptiste stands for. Though. There you go, Mary, because I don't even know what it is. I just know it's a holiday. Franca Morello says it's money for him, June 24th. Yeah, of course. So anyway, listen, guys. I really enjoyed this tonight. Honestly, I really enjoyed it, and I had a lot of viewers. I had a lot of participants, a lot of chit-chatter, a lot of opinions, a lot of comments, and I want to thank you for that. I want to thank you for your interaction. Although you didn't come on the live, I read all your comments. I hope I respected everyone's comments, and I hope I read everybody. But I really enjoyed this, and I hope you enjoyed it too, because I do this for you guys. Mary says it's a Saint, not Quebec libre. I don't know. Saint John Baptist, back when it began, was a religious fight. Yes, it was a religious feast, but now I don't know. It just became a drinking and getting stoned feast. But anyway, I think that's a conversation for another live. Franca says, make your appointment and get vaccinated. I'm still thinking about it. But like I was saying, guys, Paisani, my beautiful Paisani, my wonderful followers, my faithful supporters, I want to thank each and every one of you for joining me tonight, for being part of my life, for encouraging me, and I'm going to keep doing this. Yes, Jack says, keep up the good work. I'm heading off. I got to go back to my computer work. Take care. You're doing a great job, and stay safe. Thank you so much, Jack, and you take care of yourself as well. Patricia says it's just the birth of Quebec. Yes. So I'm going to wrap it up. It's almost 9 o'clock. Again, guys, from the bottom of my heart, I want to thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being part of my life. But mostly, my message, what I want to leave you with tonight is practice and exercise your freedom of choice, your freedom of speech, your freedom of opinion. And most of all, if you're dealing with anxiety, if you're dealing with isolation, if you're dealing with depression, please, please, I urge you, reach out, speak to someone, because you're valuable. Your life is valuable. You are a beautiful person because you were put on this earth for that reason, because you are precious. We're all precious souls. So please reach out to someone and speak about it. Get the help that you need. And it's nothing to be ashamed of at all. Please. There's nothing to be ashamed of. It doesn't make you crazy. It doesn't make you stupid. It just makes you humble enough to reach out and get the help that you deserve. Not only you need it, but that you deserve, because you deserve to feel good. You deserve to love yourself, and you deserve to be on this earth like everybody else. So guys, thank you so much. It was nice chatting with all of you. Franco Nino says, do it again. It was a pleasure tonight. Thank you for doing what you do and being a genuine person. Please stay safe and healthy, you and your family. Thank you so much. Guys, I will probably, I'm not going to promise, maybe next Wednesday, I'm going to come back on Facebook. I'm enjoying it more. I have more interaction on Facebook than I do on Instagram. Instagram, everybody just keeps scrolling. So guys, I'll probably be back next week on Facebook for another live. So please, if I am, I'll be announcing it on my post. Keep watching, and I'll let you know if I'll be on. It'll be more than a pleasure to have you as my live audience. I do this for your entertainment and your information. So please be safe. Have a great rest of the week. Vi voglio un mondo di bene. Thank you so much. I love you very much. From my heart to yours. Have yourselves a great night. E ci vediamo presto.